All right, when last we met, you guys decided to take a little gig of doing some scouting for the military. And when last we left off, you guys had decided to head out, and they supplied you horses and basic supplies.
And we had gone down to the merchant's ward and met up with my father, who said, "Ah, yes, come upstairs."
That is correct, and that is where we left off. And I will turn it over to you guys.
GM, please note my emote in text.
He agrees.
Okay, guys, at cost both ways means that we have 240 gold worth of final price to pay for any additional supplies we need. Is there anything we need other than scrolls?
Where thorough.
Any more rare supplies that we're going to need other than scrolls?
So, what are we doing?
I have managed to get us a back deal with my father. And the deal is I've got 240 gold pieces worth of supplies that I'm handing over, and he is handing back 240 gold pieces worth of far more rare supplies to his son. The question is there anything in there that you need in the books that you don't have?
And now, see, John, that's when they spend like 5 hours looking through the books.
So that's when I give them like 30 seconds to name the thing that they wanted to buy but couldn't afford.
Oh, I got it, John.
I'm listening.
I would like to buy a campaign for 200, please. Just letting you know, the weather has changed from outside for when you guys first started from a nice spring summer day to a very rainy day. If that matters at all.
Very windy,
No, not very windy at all. It's very still rain.
very still rain. Cool, I get a plus 20 when it rains. That's awesome.
Uh-huh. Well, you get a plus 20. Unfortunately, the bad guys get a plus 40.
Kick ass.
Are we running on Christmas Eve? Hello?
Yes.
What? Oh. Was this...
Sans clearly hasn't been paying attention in the chat.
no, I just haven't seen... Where did you say this? Tell me where you saw this.
We were sitting in the chat room on Tuesday saying that I would go Sunday because I get Monday off. You were in the voice channel when we said
But
that.
yeah, but you didn't clearly say.
I did clearly say.
You
said,
but
guys, I would like to play with you Sunday in both Warframe and Roleplay because I get Monday off.
Gotcha.
Those were my exact words, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I'll try. Hopefully my parents don't come yell at me.
It's too late, Sans. Your parents are always going to yell at you.
Yeah, isn't that the shame?
By the way, John, I just want you to know that Operation FS will be in effect this session. As well as Holy Shard. Oh, and apparently, according to Krim, Operation Throw Sword will also be in effect.
I don't remember Krim saying anything about that. And in multiple games, Krim has eidetic memory, so Krim would remember this.
So, guys, I have 140 unspent. Am I just walking out with 140 in coin?
It seems so because I'm giving 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2,
I do smoke sticks.
1. Yes, your father is busy. You guys must leave. So, you may depart. Yeah, Tyler, I assume they picked you up. Since all of your characters know each other and know each other well, you know, I assume they just picked you up. Like, hey, we got business. Let's do this.
Alrighty.
So, do you guys head out?
I just follow them.
Yep, I'm following them as well.
Yes,
Okay.
head out.
Oh, okay.
Without other PCs or NPCs.
Well, Bruno's around. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't know that we're doing this. Similar
I
to
meant
my
NPC.
issue. Yes, but I'm saying that Bruno is probably around right now. He just doesn't know that we're playing a game because he's playing Vindictus. Do you want me to try and get a hold of him?
If you so desire.
Okay.
Hey, honey, come in here. You want to see a TPK? I would also like to state that if the party does not clear an action in 20 seconds, I will start killing characters.
I thought we were going
already
along the
said we
road.
head out.
Hello.
Good, good. I didn't hear a word you said,
We're
Sans.
waiting for the GM to declare what the fuck's on the road.
I have not heard anything from you guys. All I have heard on the other side of the mic is blank. I'm serious, I actually couldn't hear you. All I heard on the other side of the mic was blank.
Screen, but the last I recall,
Okay, can anyone hear
we
me?
leave, we go scout.
Yes.
So we should be traveling now.
Excellent.
So my okay, so you guys can hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
They say they say they're following. I said we're heading out to go find the Knolls.
Excellent. For whatever reason, I could not hear you guys. I literally have the recording to prove it. I just heard nothing but black screen.
Fuckers, it's Christmas Eve. What is this shit?
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
Are you currently celebrating with your family and
Early
experiencing
Christmas.
religious bliss?
With D&D.
We're
Alright.
our
I mean,
family,
if you
guys.
don't want to be playing,
So I'll go ahead and describe what you guys see. As you head outside the kingdom, the fog has definitely increased a bit due to the rain, but it's still fairly warm outside. It is the summer after all. As you proceed onward down the dirt trails toward the locations that you've been giving and looking for the Knolls, you kind of notice that even though the western side of the city is full of trade, commerce, and is booming, and it has a lot of wagons and trade caravans and stuff coming in, the northern side where you exit out is actually very quiet. Comparatively to the western side, which is just busy as heck, there's almost nothing up here. Hell, even when you walk outside the gate and before you even got onto the trail, you didn't see many guards up on the towers. Not only that, but it doesn't even look like there's any signs of caravan or trade that's been going through Waterdeep. And this city is big. And this is a main entrance. But nonetheless, the area where you guys were hearing about the Knolls was by a little stream that goes into the city and out towards the northern part of the Surshire Valley. The stream flows down and goes out into a big, lake oasis that's about 20 miles north. Most of the Gnoll attacks were happening along that side about, 5 miles outside the city in kind of a little field, grass, forested area. As
so
you
we're arriving at the scene of the place where we suspect there are Knolls.
Yeah, this would be area 1. You have about 3 suspected areas. This was the closest.
I'm sorry. I'm currently in my thing in my game, and I'm checking the marketplace, and there's these like rare items, right? These rare weapons that glow with flame, and then some of them are worth millions. And I'm looking the marketplace, and I'm thinking. And I'm just checking the prices, and I see one of them listed for 1 gold, and I'm like, that's someone trying to trade it to another account. And I just go buy for 1 gold. Suckers!
That's pretty ass, Bruno.
That's pretty fucking ass, but then again, he kind of deserves it for putting it on there for 1 fucking gold.
Yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas to him.
Merry Christmas to me, yeah.
So, would every single person roll me a perception check, difficulty 15?
It's so weird because I'm like, I hear difficulty 15 and I'm still like in White Wolf mode, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah. He's hiding in the Umber, Bruno. Come on. So I got 1 spot check.
Is it spot? What is perception? Spot?
Spot. This will be spot. Spot and search. Spot is passive. Search is active. So everyone but Tyler needs to make a roll.
There we go.
Second.
All right.
Carl has his nose thoroughly in a book.
Right, so the 2 bookworms are currently reading book. The rest of you who make the check actually are able to notice, slightly tucked away, there is a slightly smaller dirt road that goes down even close to the river, and you guys see something. You see caravans or wagons, which is odd because you haven't seen any throughout the entire trip here.
I will point it out to the smarter people in the group.
What
Whatever.
condition do those caravans seem to be in?
Pretty much just like they appear on the map. One is good, and then there's one on the side of the ditch.
On the map? I don't see anything on the map. I see us on the map.
Really? You guys aren't seeing the revealed areas I'm revealing?
You're
Yes,
revealing, but I haven't seen you reveal any wagons.
Yeah.
You don't see the wagons?
On the
There's
map,
no wagon.
Are they supposed to be like here and here? Because they're not.
That's
Are the
kind.
wagons on the wrong layer?
I don't think so. They're part of the map. What's going on here? This is odd. Yeah, there's a wagon right here, and there's a wagon right here.
They're on the wrong layer.
Hang on, I can fix this.
Oh, I see the map, but I don't see anything
I can
else
fix
other
this.
than well, I see my character.
There's a wagon here, and there's a wagon here. And there's a wagon here.
Here, I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, it might depend on the layer that you have stuff on. Okay, I see a wagon and stuff. I didn't know if you were... Nice.
There we go.
Okay, then I'm going to make an appraise check on the intact wagons.
The intact wagons appear undamaged. Although they do not have any supplies or anything else with them, they look like they're in somewhat shitty condition, actually like they've been left here a few days. The wood is slowly starting to go sour and rot, and the wheels don't look like they could really spud that well.
So are they salvageable, or is this already garbage?
It looks like it's pretty much already garbage.
Is
I
there
have my
anything
sen-
that
Over a few days, wagons rot?
I have my sense magic, my level 0 sense magic up.
So Brandon, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the answer to that question. Are these salvageable?
You might be able to get about 40's gold worth of wood. That's about it.
So these will not function as wagons in the future.
No, that doesn't look like it. Actually, now that you're looking a bit closer with the 15 check and you're noticing some other things, these wagons look battle scarred.
Wow, these are completely out of commission. I mean, you see here where the sword has actually nicked the main axle. That's gonna abrade and take out the haft here. These wagons are well, they're dead. But this was definitely captured in battle. Somebody took these with violence.
Don't appear to. So, Brandon, with sense magic up, is there any magic that was used on these things?
Any magic that would have residued and faded away, so you do not see anything.
What about the lingering aura magic?
You see a little bit.
It appears that some kind of magic was used in the combat of these things. You can see you can see from the scorch marks that appears that there are certain magical auras that they left they left some strength of their magic behind. I can't exactly tell which though.
How about that turned
Well,
over wagon?
From the primer, most fire is evocation, yes?
Generally, yes. It depends though, unless you're using conjuration to summon a specific fire-breathing creature.
I haven't really done much.
I have! Conjuration is my specialty!
So was this done with conjuration or evocation?
Let me take Brandon. Detect magic. And I look around for signs of
No conjuration has been used.
evocation, fire, and other such spells.
Would every single person...
And yes, I was planning that before you said with every single person.
He doesn't
I'm just
to
sitting.
the bush.
I'm just sitting there like, you son of a bitch.
No, Grim. No following. You don't have a HUD check. Go away.
Okay, so one at a time here. Yes, your hide check is very sneaky. And the spellcraft check tells you that it was... You don't know.
Well, at the third round, it also lets me detect the direction of things and the type and function of the type and function of the spells.
Yeah, the spells are lingering. They're not going anywhere. They're just there.
But what was the function of the spells that were used?
Destruction.
All right.
Would everyone roll me a DC spot check of 21?
Wow.
Okay. So everyone except for Bruno is surprised. That means that everyone who will suffer this attack will be flat-footed.
Since I'm aware, I'll make my
Yep.
pet aware.
Yep. So
Am I not on a horse? I
Yep.
thought we had horse.
Any attack versus you, Bruno, will be versus your full AC, since you're not surprised. You see, Bruno, a couple gnolls come out from behind the rock that's up in the corner, which I'm revealing now. And they have rather, actually, well-designed looking crossbows. Or hand crossbows, sorry. So this will be a surprise action. 3 people are getting attacked. Bruno, Sans, and Tyler. For everyone except Bruno, this will be versus flat-foot AC. That was you, Bruno.
That's definitely a miss.
That's Sans.
Mm-hmm.
That confirms. Yeah, are you doing confirming or just automatic?
Yep, so 16 confirms. Tyler, this last one will be for you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't know the rules. If we talked about crits before, so we're everyone's confirming crits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Ouch. Well, depending on their weapon, that's going to be a very hard crit. Gets the fucking little halfling. I sense. Holy shit, that's an arrow.
Half elf. Fuck you.
Sans, take 4 damage.
What
4
weapons are they using?
Hand crossbows.
4 damage. Wow. Okay.
Lucky.
Tyler, take 2.
All right.
Now, before we roll initiative, will Sans and Tyler both roll me a will save?
Sure.
DC 14. Oh my god.
Nice.
I hate to say this, guys, but you're both unconscious, unless you have abilities that say you cannot be knocked unconscious.
I'm a level 1 wizard. What do you think?
Hey, could have fooled me.
You an elf?
Is
Hang on.
that a sleep
Hang on.
based or is that like color spray?
This is a poison.
Oh, poison. Okay, well then that's different.
Wait. Question: is this alchemical based?
This is
All right. Well, that's
technically in
Poison, natural poison, or manufactured poison.
this is a manufactured poison, so I believe it would be alchemical based.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
alchemy is.
well.
Perfect.
I have to go upstairs.
Can I
with my
cast a
parents
spell on
now.
myself?
Well, it depends how. Like, if it's not really, if you're flat-footed, then you can't act in a round.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, don't worry. Each turn, this includes on your turn, you may roll a will save to save this. The DC for the will save to wake up is DC 10. And when you wake up and if you succeed on your will save, your character stands up, and that is their turn. They wake up basically. So you're not
Okay.
dead. You're just unconscious as a sleeping poison has hit you.
I take a nap.
Yep. Now everyone rolls initiative. Hey, better than Sans, who got shot in the fucking face.
That is an interesting initiative, Harry. 14.7.
I normally have it to where your pet just goes on your turn. How do you guys want to play that?
If you want to do that roll, that's fine.
Yeah, that's normally how I play it. When a person has a
Okay,
pet
yeah, I
or a
know.
summon, the pet goes on their turn.
Yeah.
Do I still roll initiative, Brandon?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay. So the first up is the Knolls, and they did their surprise round, so now they're just going to do a simple action of move. And one of you notices that a drow emerges from the two that separated.
What, did he come out of them?
No, he came out from behind the rock after they moved out of the way so you could see him. He looks rather crude, rugged, and wearing very poor clothing, and just looks really pissed. He is going to do a charge attack on your dragon, Bruno. Sorry, right there. I don't think that hits your dragon's AC.
No.
Nah, I didn't think so. However, there will be a crossbow bolt flying at you again. I don't think that hits your AC.
No.
Well, with that, it is now Krim's turn.
Gonna charge. So that's a 17 to hit,
Mm-hmm. That is a hit.
22 damage.
I hit things.
Alrighty. Wow, these guys are jokes. Krim, do any one of those hit your AC? By the way, this is versus your flatfoot.
I'm no longer flat-footed as it's no longer the first round of combat.
Ah, yes, you are correct.
No.
Well, actually, you still haven't acted yet, so unless
I
it's
have
No,
acted.
he just acted.
Oh,
Yeah, he
did,
just
yes.
did his
That was
turn.
him charging.
Oh yeah, you did charge, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah.
So
Sorry
you
about
see
that.
crossbow bolts fly at you from the northern area up here.
May I make a spot?
Of course you may. You don't see
Doubt
anything.
that's-
Krim, you see a rock. There's a rock over there. It's actually a really cool looking rock.
I'm going to yell, the rock is shooting at me.
Pariah, you're up.
Okay, Harry is going to use a tinder twig and smoke stick to light up, and while that is smoldering to life, he is going to make a move while hiding. And that's my turn. I am terrified at the thought that my lifelong friend just hit the ground after one crossbow bolt. He might be dead.
Mm-hmm. And the combatants currently that you can see do not seem to notice you. All right, it is Bruno's turn.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna step up and try to stab this guy in the face. All right. Let's see. Hopefully this. I haven't rolled this macro before, but let's see if it works. Oh, I rolled the damage.
Oops.
My bad.
By the way, when you guys all gain experience, it all pools, correct? Like if you were to kill 2 level 1 creatures and they were each 400, you guys would all get 800?
We would all draw from 800.
Okay.
Pool up the XP from the monsters and then divvy it out equally to all the players that were involved.
I rolled a 1, so I miss.
Yep, you fumbled.
To protect those people who just botch all the time, participated generally counts as rolled initiative and declared actions in the combat.
Yep.
Okay, Dragon is going to do a 20-foot cone of fire. He's going to use his breath weapon.
This is versus their flat foot, I take it, or touch
No, it's
touch
just,
touch
they have to
AC.
make a reflex. No,
Oh,
they have
reflex
to make
save.
a reflex save. So it's a 20-foot cone.
What's the DC?
Let me see if it's 16 or 15.
because one of them is going to fail, mainly the Knoll.
DC is 15.
Okay, the Drow succeeds, the Knoll does not. Knoll will take full damage.
Null takes 15 damage.
Does Drow have evasion?
He does.
Then he takes no damage. Yeah, it's either okay.
All right, is that your turn?
It's going to 5-foot step like this, right?
Righto.
But yeah, that's what it does.
All right. Tyler, make your will save. He's up.
He staggers to his feet.
Yep, that will be your turn. You look around, you see that your companions are in a combat, and you have a crossbow bolt sticking out of your leg.
Ah, that's not supposed to be there.
Righto. Cycles back up to the top. Krim and Bruno will be attacked. Krim, these two are you.
First one hits.
Okay. Take 2 damage.
I refuse.
Okay. And would you roll me a will save?
I'd prefer not to.
DC 12, please. Okay. Krim is unconscious.
My head hits a rock and I wake up.
I don't think so. You may at each turn you may roll a will save to wake up DC 10, but that will be on your turn after the enemy cycle goes.
Understood.
Okay, Bruno, this will be versus you.
That hits.
Oh my God.
That hits.
Take 7 damage. And roll me a will save.
Okay.
You're okay. And the Knoll has to make a fear check. He's okay. Krim, your turn. You know, I'll be nice. I'll take that second one. You wake up. You stand up.
Sorry. Twice, I apologize.
That's okay. I'll count the 18 because I've been rolling duplicates myself. So your character stands up. That is your turn.
Sorry, I didn't see it the first time. That's why I hit it the second time. I apologize.
That is okay. So Krim stands up after being groggied for a round, and it's Pariah's turn.
Okay, now checking the actions rules. If I run, am I still allowed to idly toss this smoke stick onto the ground? Can I just sort of let it go at the end?
Yes, that is a minor action.
Yeah, it's a free act. Yeah, basically.
Free action, sorry.
Seeing that my friend is moving still and not dead, I'm going to run to his aid. And I'm going to toss the smoke stick, which should be in full boil at this point. Right there.
All right.
And I'm taking cover behind the wagon because I have no idea how many of these monsters there are.
Righto. Bruno, you're up.
Okay. So I 5-foot step, I flank with the dragon, and I go to attack the drow.
And you are gaining flanking, so you get +2.
Yep. God damn, I keep rolling shit. I rolled the 2 that time, so I don't. Then the dragon goes to full attack.
And he also gets a flanking bonus.
Yep.
Brendan, I apologize. You said you want rolls above board, right?
Say what?
You want rolls above board, not sent to you. Is that correct?
Yeah, I usually prefer them on the board. Unless you guys have like a secret roll, unless you guys have like a roll that your character would technically, you know, that you really don't want anyone to see, I prefer them all out on the board.
Oh, I didn't roll for the.
Gotta roll for the dragon.
Weapon. This is so that recharges in 3 more rounds. There's something I forgot to do.
Mhm.
It goes all out, though I didn't add the +2 to those since it was a thing. So bite's probably gonna miss on a 15.
No, the bite hits.
Claw. Okay, so the bite hits for 5. One claw definitely misses. The other claw's a 24, so 3 damage. Oh yeah, the damage is after, so 3 and 7. So 7 damage on the second claw.
Okay.
5 damage on the first bite. 16 on one wing, so that's gonna be 3 damage on a wing.
Yep, he's dead. All right, Tyler.
Running scared shitless and hiding behind the caravan.
Cast a spell on me.
I don't have a spell that would be useful on you.
Oh.
A few more combatants have emerged. So
I just kind of look at Harry. I don't know what to do. I waiting. Yeah.
Are you okay? Did they get you?
They appear to have some kind of a sleepy stuff on their bows. I don't recommend getting hit.
Now, let me take a look at that. I don't want you bleeding out all over the place.
I can make a body bomb out of it after. I don't think it'll work right now. I don't think doing it right now would be the best time. Just apply pressure. Yeah. He just wraps his robe around his leg, nice and tight.
What is this we're seeing and hearing, Brandon?
the drow with the warhammer does a shout, and that's what his ability does.
So I'm hiding behind the wagon. Do I have any kind of line of sight to him? When he runs out and shouts, can I glance over and see that he's there?
No, because the smoke screen is right there, and the wagon is kind of. You can kind of peer over the wagon. Go ahead and roll me a search. DC 10 to see over the wagon. You see over the wagon, yes, you can see him shouting.
And with that search check, does it look like he sees me? Or
Nope,
do I have sufficient concealment here?
he
Okay.
does not see you.
Did that goblin try to attack me? Or that gnoll?
Yes, the gnoll tried to attack you. And actually going from the order here,
How did it try to attack me?
it moved a 5 foot and swung at you.
Oh, okay. Did it pull out a weapon?
No, claws.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right, Krim, it's your turn.
I'm going to attack.
That hits.
For 15 points of damage. I am then going to move. Right there.
Righto. Prior.
All right, now that I know my friend is okay, and I see the battle going on, and I've spotted their big champion, I'm going to attempt to contribute. Fishing out a dagger, I'm going to tumble on top of the wagon into a line of sight with him, and do a throw at him, hoping to catch him flat-footed.
Yes. You will attack. You will roll an attack versus his flat-foot AC. You easily get up onto the wagon.
Damn it, I'm trying to make the template roll for the attack.
That's how much damage you would do if you hit him. No.
That's not what I was aiming at. Let's
No.
try that one more time.
Brandon, if I may ask, what's to the left of my character?
Okay, so if I understand this correctly, I know what button to hit to do the proper attack now, and I have a button that just does damage. Can I keep the first damage I rolled?
Yeah, that was a ray because that was the wrong one anyway. So yes, you hit him with a 21.
I hit him with a 21 for 7 damage with the thrown dagger, because that was Harry Hemperger's dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And I should also add 1d6 sneak attack damage.
Yes.
So 10 points to the Shouting Drow.
He's like, oh, oh. All right, is that your turn?
And could you move the token wagon to the bottom with layers? Move to back. Dunk. I like to be able to, as much as I hate being visible, I have to be visible, and that's my turn.
Right. Bruno, you're up.
Okay. Darian is gonna charge at this, There's a drow. Is that a drow with a mallet?
Yeah, he's got a warhammer.
Okay.
He's also got a dagger sticking out of his back.
Nice. I charge it at that. I charge it.
Righto. +2.
Hey.
That hits.
Finally. For 9 damage.
Oh.
And Chargaman is going to. Well. it flies, and it makes a flyby attack at the drow with its bite.
Righto. Man, poor Sans. That hits.
27 to hit, 6 damage.
Okay, now that your dragon has gone over there, do any of those hit your dragon?
I think they all do. 17, 18, 20. Yeah, they all do.
Dragon takes 8 damage. And would your dragon roll me a will save?
He is immune to sleep and paralysis effects as a dragon.
Then he says, fuck it. All
What'd
right.
you say? Okay, cool.
All right, Tyler, you're up.
Okay. You know what? Seeing Harry do stuff like this, Thorol is going to move up, and there's no one alive, or there's no enemies alive.
There's still crossbow bolts flying at you guys.
From where?
Except now you guys can actually see them as I reveal the map here.
Ah.
Not to mention, it was also because Bruno's dragon stepped there as well.
Excellent. So this guy's wearing a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
So then Thorol's just going to whisper a spell and Ignis and use the spark to light his to ignite his cloak. Cloaks are flammable.
Righto. He'll roll a reflex save. Would you actually roll me a spellcraft check too?
Sure.
Are any of these drow female?
Yes.
We keep that one alive.
So,
Wow, I cannot roll today.
yeah, he seems to not really be bothered by that.
By his cloak lighting on fire?
Yeah, the fire fizzles and doesn't actually catch his cloak on fire. Although it did distract him, and he's now, kind of looking at it and going, and patting it out. So that's his turn. So they're out of crossbow bolts.
Good.
Near. Grim.
Bruno, will your dragon make way?
It's actually hovering since it did a flyby attack, so you can charge under it.
Okay, I'm charging. I'm in the same space. So that would be a 14 to hit,
That is a hit.
21 damage.
Where'd you put your character? I can't see.
Right underneath the dragon.
Oh, okay. That's a hit. And how much damage?
21.
That's a kill.
I'm going to cleave on the dragon. Just kidding.
Okay, Pariah.
Grim has very very weird sense of humor.
Okay, the smoke stick is still going because I only tossed it 2 rounds ago, right?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is tumble in there and see if I can find the smoke stick because I know approximately where I put it.
Now roll me a search, difficulty 21. No, I'm sorry, difficulty 18 since you know where you threw it. You succeed. Well, with the tumble anyway.
That was the tumble.
Yep. Sadly, you're still looking for the smoke stick.
Must have rolled.
How tall is
Keep
the
searching.
rock?
6 foot.
Okay.
Bruno.
Okay. This is 3rd round, so I'm gonna go up here. And I'm going to try to Shield Bastards Drow. Alright. So 19.
That hits.
I bash her with my shield.
Boom. She's like, ah. And your dragon?
Is going to make another flyby attack at this mage guy. Swoops up, avoiding the other 2. Passes on.
Which one is the female? Okay.
That's the trajectory he's going for,
Okay.
so he's going to make a flyby attack at the mage.
Go ahead.
He misses because of 1.
Alright. The dragon almost crash lands. Roll me a reflex save for the dragon. DC 10. The dragon does not crash land. Tyler,
Yes.
you're up.
Okay. So I'm gonna try a ray of frost at this dude.
Okay, you do have to move up a little bit for that, I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of range. Nope, nope. Not getting any closer.
Would you rather try doing it on this drow then?
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna use the spark. I'm gonna light the drow on fire. What do they have that's flammable on them?
Clothing, cloth.
Fantastic! I am lighting that drow on fire. I'm lighting her on fire. I am burning her clothing. And it, by the spell, it is the fortitude save of the object, not of the actual person.
Right. It does not catch fire.
That's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny.
It's like
Clothes refuses to catch.
the clothes refuse to catch fire.
God damn it.
I mean, he distracted the wizard because the wizard was in a concentration check, and he's like, "Oh shit!" But it's just freaking hilarious. I light his clothes on fire. No. I light her clothes on fire. No. I light the wooden wagon on fire. No.
God damn it.
All right, back up to the top.
Magic, you are failing me.
The wizard is like, "Oh my god, that was a dragon. Oh dear god, I'm alive." The wizard attacks the dragon with a ray of frost. Dragon, roll me reflex save.
Isn't that a touch attack for a ray?
Oh, you're right, it is, because he's using a wand.
God, what a dick! Stop rolling 20s, Brandon.
Take 2 frost damage.
3 actually, since it is a weakness for fire dragons.
Okay, 3.
Technically, that's a crit.
That's a crit, yeah.
That's right, and it does crit on a ray.
You still have to confirm it.
I guess, yeah.
Sorry.
What the fuck? This should not be
And now you have to
happening.
confirm that to see if you can
Not a thing. And no, it does not.
Okay, so...
Actually, 2020 hit is a thing. If you can roll 2 nat 20s and then a confirm, you killed them in one shot.
Yep, but he did not confirm on the second one, so I need to roll another d3.
I've seen that house rule many times, actually.
Okay, so the dragon takes 4 frost damage total, so 5.
Actually 6, because you get...
Yes,
half
6, because
the-
it's
Yeah.
double, yeah, double, then double, yep.
6 damage on a dragon from a ray of frost. Now that was an impressive spell.
I know, it's like, this looks... The mage must be like, this wand was a good deal.
He just, as he casts it on the dragon, he just looks at the wand and goes, "Damn."
I want that guy's wand.
Well, from the way things are looking, you're probably going to get it here in about 5 seconds. The other 2 drow come in. That's his turn. He moves up. And it is... Oh, wait. The one in front of Bruno will attack. 13 to your AC.
Nice.
All right. The other one will attack. 12 to AC. Miss.
Of course.
This guy is going to hunker down. And it is Crim's turn.
I'm not charging.
Was that a 12 to hit?
That was a 12 to hit, unfortunately.
That is a miss.
I assumed as much.
He ducks.
Attack of opportunity for him taking evasive maneuvers.
No. Because he was in
That's the exact opposite of what happens.
because he was in defensive stance. All right, so Priya.
Let's see if I can find that fucking smoke stick. Can I get a bonus for doing a full round action?
If you take a full round action to do it, you automatically find it.
Take a full round action to find it. At
You
which
find
point,
it.
5-foot adjusting step.
Excellent.
I am at the edge of the smoke, looking out, seeing what's going on, holding the smoke stick right behind me as it fumes. And it should have 1 or 2 more rounds left in it of making smoke.
It has 1. Bruno, you're up. I am actually really impressed that your dragon is not down. Very good.
Come in.
Okay, so I shield bash the... Like that.
The female again, or
I'm just counting squares to see how cones work. I'm gonna do is this, since I don't want to provoke. But I also think I'm pretty good at getting out of that direction, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a shield bash against her and then take a 5-foot step back.
Mm-hmm. I have to say, this is a very beautiful fight. That is going to be a miss. I'm sorry.
Right, so take a 5-foot step. Then, now that the 4 rounds are up, it swoops in and does its breath weapon attack. 20-foot cone.
Right. Reflex save. DC what?
Yep, should hit all 3. DC save, I actually got ability focus, so 17.
The female succeeds. The male fails. The other male fails.
Another 15.
They both burn.
That's it for me.
Tyler?
I am trying my fires. I am gonna try my fire spell one more time.
On the Drow
What I
female.
got? Yep.
Hey!
And all of her clothing goes up in smoke, up in flames,
Yep.
and she starts burning.
She is on fire. She takes 3 damage. And she is clearly distracted by this, so she is not going to attack. Scorching Ray on you, Krim. $13 to touch.
A touch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hit.
Okay. 4 damage, fire.
Down to 8 hit points.
And it is back to you, Krim.
Taking a 5-foot step.
That hits.
12 points of damage.
Alrighty, going down to Pariah.
I'm now gonna move.
Oh.
I'm now gonna
Okay.
move.
So I'm going
Sorry,
to...
Krim has a movement, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Crip.
Is that it, Krim?
Yeah.
Okay, Pariah.
All right, so what am I looking at here? That's the one female still alive. Everyone else is gone.
Yep.
What happened to the wizard in the back?
He just got impaled.
Okay, good. Wizard's down. I'm going to do a 30-foot 6 and drop the smoke stick right here. And when I get to there, what condition is this person in? This is the female that we were told to keep alive?
She's on fire.
But we were told to keep her alive.
Yep, but she's on fire.
Okay, I will ready an action to slap her if she attempts to cast a spell.
Okay. Bruno?
It's my go. Okay. I just saw him walk up there. I'm pretty to provoke, so I'll use my full movement, double move to encircle her. And the dragon is going to, well, it's immune to fire, so it's going to try to grapple her.
All right.
It's probably going to fail. So it fails at grabbing on.
Yep.
That's it for me.
Tyler.
Seeing everyone else approaching, I'm going to cautiously approach and kind of like walk around dead body and stand here. How badly is she hurt?
She's getting very down.
Okay, I'm just for a minute.
It's like, yes, I finally caught something on fire.
Well, this is literally the nerd just going, you know what, I'm just gonna, yeah.
She is going to try a blind swing on, You know what? Bruno, Krim, and Priya all roll 1d6. We'll see who she takes a wild swing at. Okay, would Pariah and Bruno re-roll? Okay, Bruno, she will take a wild swing at you. 15 to your AC?
Nope.
All right, she fails.
Is she
And
blind?
no, she is not blind. She takes another 5 point of damage. Krim.
I'm taking a -4 to my attack to attack with the blunt edge and deal subdual damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. She is knocked out.
Confirm. Good to go.
I pat out the fire and get it off her so she doesn't die from burn damage.
I was gonna say the instant that she's out, I use the level 0 spell douse or drench, so that just water just appears above her, just splash.
Excellent. The battle is over.
Does anybody have a cloak?
These are all gnolls,
You
correct?
may want to cover her.
No, a lot of these are drow too, right?
The 3 green are gnolls. All of the others are drow.
Okay, I'm cutting off her heads, throwing it in the bag.
Oh yeah, I cut off the 3 null heads. Yeah.
Honestly, we should bring the drow heads back too, since they're working together.
Sense magic. Do any of them have magic items other than the wizard, who I know has a wand?
Yes, let me go ahead and divvy up some stuff here. Hold on. Would you guys like items or experience first?
XP, because that's something we have to react to.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll slap some manacles on the drow, and we'll just I forgot the word, but we'll keep her tied up.
Shackle.
Yeah, shackle. That's.
And as you're shackling her, Thor will just kind of come up and just hands you a cloak for her.
Right, her clothes kind of burned.
That's kind of what I lit on fire.
Yeah. Well, I was not expecting to see drow out here on the surface. But at least the one thing I know is that the females run the place, so if anyone's leading them, it's this girl. We'll find out what she's been up to.
Females do run Drow society. Although that's generally in the Underdark.
Out of game, that's also in war parties.
3,900.
Each?
That's the total. That you got to divvy up all that.
So divided by 4.
Unless the GM is ruling that he did nothing and doesn't get anything, Sans was here for the game session. Now, I believe he said, please give no XP penalty because I am getting called away from an irregular day, but I'm okay with him not getting XP from the fight he didn't actually participate in.
He will
He
get
was asleep, technically.
He will get participation points, but he won't get the combat XP.
Makes sense.
Also, hold on, because you guys completed a difficulty combat, I also award XP for that. Hold on a moment.
A difficult
But that's
combat?
separate from the kill XP.
Yes, this is just the kill XP right now.
So 3,900 divided by 4 is 975.
Yeah, probably just put that in.
Oh, okay. That gives us each a level.
Everyone but Tyler.
All right. Go.
So it's 3,900 divided by how much did we get total?
Each person got 975.
Each, and then from the kills?
Well, that was the kills. Now, does everyone have that written down? That they got 975?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as the CR difficulty for completing the combat, that is an additional 200.
Each or divided?
Each or total?
This is 200 each. Because you guys participated in a difficult combat.
Thank you.
Cool. I'm level 2.
Now for the items. Most of the younger male drow have crude scimitars. Just standard scimitars. The warrior has a rather nice looking warhammer, but other than it looking nice, you don't really seem to notice anything about it. No magics, no nothing.
Before we divvy anything up, I could examine them to see if there's any magic on any of these.
I know. I'll just tell you through, because I'm just assuming you guys look at magic for all of them. It saves time. All of the drow are wearing leather or hide armor. The only magical items you find are a Ray of Frost with 5 charges, and a Wand of Scorching Ray with 5 charges. There are hand crossbows on all of them. All of the bolts are out, and the other female has a scimitar that is once again just standard. The gnolls have pretty crude cloth armor and just bloody claws.
What are the 2 rays you said?
Ray of Frost and Scorching Ray. 2 wands. 5 charges each.
Yoki. What does the book say about loot?
Each member of your party should probably seek to take a small portion of the treasure equivalent to what they would normally get that is befitting their skills and abilities. However, the majority of treasure should be considered a common good which is to be divided upon return to town. Squabbling over the niceties of dividing treasure in the field is an excellent way to invite disaster, as wandering enemies will hear you arguing and you will all be off guard.
So put everything in a bag. So put everything in a bag, and we'll figure it out in town.
Unless there's something there that is obviously yours or should be yours or you think should be yours and will make us stronger in the adventure, yes.
Wow, that's crap.
So I'll go ahead and type in the total amount of loot you guys find.
Maybe
How's
another
that? Are you
that
doing
one.
HP by the way, Brendan?
Say again?
How are you doing HP?
Yeah, go ahead if you guys want to rest. Oh, wait, what am I saying? Krim, I'm nice. You just take full HP when you level.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you.
So are we gonna wait for her to wake up here, or yeah, waking up here would probably be best because we know that she can't get away.
Why don't we shackle her and take her back to town? She's already shackled. I can carry her.
Well, the problem with taking her back is that we don't
Brandon,
want
put
to
the
get some
icon back.
uninvited guests with the guard, and well, we don't know what that might cause trouble for us. So, as of right now, perhaps getting some more information from her in terms of the fuck's been going down here. Maybe she's a bandit or something. They allied with the gnolls, and we're looking for gnolls. So, if we can get something out of
What
her
is that
that way.
dragon? What is that dragon?
Brandon being a troll.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Brandon, we got 3 null heads and 6 drow heads. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
So do we wake up and set camp? Do we wait for her to wake up or set camp, or
I suppose we could set camp in a much safer location if this place has already been not attacked.
so
If we
where do we
want
do
to
that?
camp, I can scout a good place for camp.
That sounds good. We'll do it out in the wilderness.
I'm looking for a good place to set camp.
You find a pretty dang decent place is actually not that far from this trail. It's actually kind of hidden away and whatnot.
Camp?
Brandon, listen, as long as we meet the prerequisites, we can take any feat we want, right? Or do we have to have each one approved?
Um, after some careful consideration and reading through some of the stuff, I'm not going to be stingy, so as long as you meet the prerequisites.
Okay. I now have a psi crystal. Do you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm also taking psionic. What the hell is? Where is it? Imprint stone.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry, these guys seem to know what they're doing.
Yes, actually, I've been learning quite a bit from following them.
Awesome. Oh, by the way, right, in the bag here. And he just starts searching through his bag. Your uncle asked me to give you, here, this. He pulls a little book for him.
Okay, it's done. Thank you.
Yeah, it took me a long time to finish, but I got it done.
Excellent, excellent. I will sit down and start working on this right away.
Awesome. He hands him his spell book.
Oh, and I did get these for you. Just as a thing to do when you have a chance to start the translation into your own spellbook.
Oh, awesome. And he's just gonna like stash those away between the pages of his own spell book.
So that would be Detect Secret Doors, Polypurpose, Heightened Awareness.
By the way,
All right.
we wouldn't happen to have some healing potions or something. 'Cause a few of us are a bit dinged up, but I guess we'll have to rest for a bit if we don't.
You have any alchemy items on you?
No, I'm no alchemist, no.
Did they carry no gold or money whatsoever?
Oh yeah, hold on. Add that total up. That's how much gold they had on them.
68 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Who's carrying group loot?
I suppose I'll do it.
As soon as Harry says that, Thorol just kind of points to Harry. So, as we're sitting in camp there, Thorol's just like sitting just across from the drow and just like making notes. There's a little sketch of her face in one of his notebooks. And just like making notes, waiting for this person to wake up.
I'm gonna take 10 on survival for 16 just to start a campfire. And,
Mm-hmm.
I'll put up one of my tents. I know I ended up getting a tent for
Yep.
the
Well,
supplies.
you have a dragon right there. Starting a campfire is not going to be difficult.
That's
Also,
true.
fire spell.
You do have spark, yeah, that's a good cantrip. But yeah,
It
just
says, even if
gathering
it's
good
raining.
food for it and stuff, and overall finding a good spot
I
for
don't,
us to camp.
I don't know,
Nice.
Bruno. He might not be able to light that log on fire.
Yeah, you roll
Yeah,
a nat.
knowing how knowing beforehand. Yeah.
But you successfully make a fire, and you guys are all sitting around a campfire. Anyone got marshmallows?
GM, book value on their equipment?
I think it's standard to what
It-
they have, right?
It is all standard. I would gladly look it up for you, but that would take a lot of time right now. And
No, I'm looking it up. I just want to make sure that I'm looking
oh
at it
yes,
right.
all standard. If you take the Knoll crossbows, which is I think the crude ones, which is why I didn't put them on the list, the crude crossbows are literally minus 75% of their original value. For example, if you took one of the crude crossbows and it was like 50 gold, it would literally be like 10
I
gold.
get you. I get you.
Okay.
Let's go.
And yes, it is raining, but you guys managed to find an area where you're able to put the fire under, and even then, it's you guys have magic, so you're not worried about the fire going out. Eventually, the Drow woman starts to wake up. She kind of looks up a bit and then just stares at the ground.
So as we're
Sorry, I got cut out there. Did you guys hear what I said? Hello?
yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay, did you guys hear what I said?
No.
No.
She wakes up, groggy, goes, and then looks around at you guys and then looks at the ground.
Hi.
She says nothing.
He says hello again, but in Elvish.
You see her ears kind of twitch, but she doesn't look up from the ground. Because Drow have their own language.
Right. Anyone know Drow?
Or anyone know the spell comprehend languages?
Darian raises his hand. I've done a bit. No Elvish and Undercommon. And Dragonic, but, well.
You have Undercommon?
Yeah, I figured since there was stuff about, Drow cities popping up, I was like,
Mhm.
Elvish and Undercommon sounds useful.
If
And
you-
Dragonic, because I got a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have sign language, but I know that's
Yeah.
restricted.
Do you speak to her in Undercommon?
I'll address her in Undercommon.
She says back to you in Undercommon, only you can understand this. She says, "You sully our language. Where did you learn that?"
Well, I picked it up from some elves, actually, when I was learning Elvish. I thought it would come in handy, especially after rumors about new places in the Underdark that are sprouting up with trade.
Just because the Underdark have decided to trade with the surface world does not mean that we have to like it or that it is intelligent.
Right, so, why are you out here attacking good working folk like us?
Seeing as how I can't understand them at this point, this is when I will cast Comprehend Language. I
Okay,
can understand them.
they are speaking Undercommon, which is which is technically a mixture of Knoll and Low Elvish and Goblin. So it's actually a mixture of Goblin, Knoll, and Elvish all in one language. She says, I am to die anyway, so be it. I have failed my matriarch. I was sent here by my house's matriarch. We were to gather supplies to bring back to the house. That is all.
And you can buy stuff, right?
I think they were trying to steal.
No, they can buy it. Much
Which
easier.
house do you work for?
Uh, the big one wants to know what house you work for.
Oh, sorry.
I work for the great house of Mevir.
Does
You know what
she
the
have-
great house in Navir is? And this is just literally Thorel just like looks back at you. Do you know what the great house in Navir is?
No.
Does anyone have lore Underdark?
No.
That would be cricket. Cricket, 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 cricket.
Chirp, chirp.
Yes, we just said no.
She explodes. No, I'm just kidding. She just looks at the ground and does not look happy.
We're supposed to know about these.
Probably not. There's not much known. I don't know anything about these noble houses or much about Drow other than their language. And, well, they don't have much of a good reputation. But, well, it seems we have here more of a platoon leader, I'd say. Off on some orders to raid some caravan way for supplies, which is a bit strange, really. If these noble houses are so noble, wealthy, why would they stick to raiding such peasant rags off of these streets?
I do not question my mother's commands.
Aye, as is their lifestyle. You must be used to looking down at the ground lot, then.
Bruno, would you roll me a spot DC 22?
Brandon, you said that we're using the craft point variable.
Yes.
Do you happen to know what book or how many craft points per level we get?
I do not off the top of my head. I am sorry.
No problem.
Bruno, you don't seem to notice much, but she
The
just kind
dragon does.
of... the dragon would notice this, but I'm not sure how the dragon communicates with you.
Well, it's got Dragonic as a language, and it's pretty intelligent.
It just kind of tilts... You notice your dragon kind of tilts its head at her, like a dog would, but other than that, you can't seem to pick anything else up, and she just kind of looks up at you and then looks back down at the ground. What is to become of me then?
Well, I don't actually know. You've told us what you've told us, and I feel we've, as good, honest adventurers, have handled that at least. So, as far as what is supposed to happen to you, we'll we'll get back on that. There's you're not gonna get any older anytime soon, so I wouldn't worry.
She
I'm
just...
gonna go back.
She looks at
What?
you for a moment, and then she just kind of crosses her legs and seems to go into a meditation.
I'll
I
go back to
wouldn't
the
let her do
others.
that if I were you.
What? Meditating?
How you prepare.
Okay, well, I'll walk up to her, I'll put a gag and a blindfold, and I'll, just making sure that any casting she has is, like, pretty not gonna happen.
All right.
And I'll, go back to the others and I'll say, well, what shall we do with the female drow then?
Well, I think returning her to town would be a good idea. Plus,
Do you guys have any more
time.
questions for it this time?
Well, the people in the Waterdeep might be able to divine more information than we can in the field. So we should probably bring it back to the authorities, shouldn't we?
I actually like, well, considering we have a couple heads here, and we might actually get something, some kind
At
of
the very
bounty
least,
for this
remember that our
woman.
contract is exclusively for Knoll heads, and if we're getting, looks like 8 drow heads for every 3 Knoll heads, if we're not getting paid for the drow in the contract, that's going to be a lot of wasted fighting time. So we should really consider whether or not we can go back and add the drow to the contract now at a favorable rate, rather than negotiating at an unfavorable rate after we've already killed them. If we come back with
Agreed.
300 to say, oh, we didn't ask you to kill drow, thanks, then we might be able to get 1 gold each. If we tell them the Underdark is invading and make them bargain in advance, we may be able to get something far more significant, like equal pay between the Knoll and Drow heads, or even more.
And let's not tell them about the drow heads until after we've secured agreement for pay.
At which
Also,
point,
she
a
is
live Pridna capable of saying that we do in fact have a drow problem on the surface would be instrumental in making sure that that negotiation happens. A live Pridna, I might point out. The
proof.
Irritating clearly trying to get a one up on us, but if we keep her from casting spells and get her back to town now, she's not our problem, and she becomes a leverage by which to negotiate
Brandon,
better payment.
I hit her with the blow of my sword and knock her out.
Okay. You hit her with her sword, and she gets KO'd.
Was she trying to escape?
She was trying
You
to
guys
regain her
tell me
magic.
you had any more questions for her? I knocked her ass out.
Well, let's,
Darian, I know that you're not a spellcaster, and I'm only just new to it, but even I recognize the meditative stance of the spellcaster preparing for the spell. Perhaps he was attempting to acquire the magic necessary to let him escape from us.
Well, she's not doing anything.
It does
Shall
take a
we
certain amount of
use one
preparation.
of the ruined wagons and get as far back to town as we could with all of our goods and our prisoner?
well, that sounds like a good idea then. We'll, hand her in to the authorities, see if we can get a bounty on her or something, and then, let them handle that and try to reformat our deal for drow heads.
Brandon, I sent you a link
I'll
explaining
be right
craft
back. I'm
points.
getting called to get stuff to eat.
Mhm.
Could you check that and see if that amount of points at each level is okay?
Yes.
Okay. guess I will pick her up over my shoulder and start heading off towards town.
Yep, just one moment.
And if we can't get one of the carts going, then I will use Tensor's floating disk to have us some extra surface area to carry stuff.
So you guys make it back to town.
I will stay on the outskirts of town with the drow, as well as with the drow heads. Hello?
Mm-hmm. I hear you. You're good.
Every couple hours or so, I'll bang her over the head for subdual damage.
Mm-hmm. Would you roll me a will save, Krim? Okay.
I feel the effect bounce, right?
No, you do not feel any effect at all.
By the way, Brandon, do I sense magic off of her?
Well, of course, yes, she is magical. All drow have innate magic.
Yeah, but I sense magic. I feel the magic being used.
She is not using any magic.
Okay. Minor.
So, what do you guys do when you go back to town?
Sorcerers do not detect as magic, right? Just because someone can wield magic does not mean that they detect as magic.
That is technically true, but drow do have base level spells, so I usually have it when someone casts detect magic on a magical race, such as elf or drow or another naturally magical attuned race. I say that you can see faint traces of it.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to go. Thank you.
So, any declarations?
I'll wait here with the drow while you guys go in and talk. Send
Okay.
someone out to get me when you have considerations made.
Still there?
Mm-hmm.
People other than just Brandon?
I've declared, I was talking to you guys, I have not received a response whatsoever.
I know. I'm just curious about where our fearless leader is. So one with the dragon.
I think Bruno and Pariah have both flown the coop.
back. I'm gonna stay outside of town with the drow while you guys make considerations. Send someone out.
All right. Well, why don't we have it when you guys arrive at the guard post? That's where the session will end for right now because I've got a lot to do on that and my internet is starting to crap out.
No problem. Did I miss anything?
No. So I'll go ahead and give end of session XP to you guys. You guys get 50 for playing, and you guys get 50 for role playing.
Woohoo!
Each.
That puts me at 1,385.
Not bad, guys. Good job.